So I did something. I left my garden, all my lovely things, for 9 days this spring, and I have not went around and toured it yet to see what's happening, if that was a huge mistake, or even know where I need to start now. You know what it's like in spring, you run around and do everything, you're always behind. Well, now I'm 9 days extra behind because we went on a cruise and it was amazing and lovely, and I do have a few clips, and I am debating on putting together a short little video about that. I might make a second channel that's connected to this one to share that, since it's not really like homesteading related. And y'all let me know if y'all be interested in that, and that way I could also share things with you that we do that aren't really related to what we do, but we still think it's interesting, and y'all can see kind of that stuff as well. But y'all let me know about that. And anyway, I'm Jamie, this is Dig It Homesteading, and welcome to my garden today. And we're gonna find out together if I really screwed up or if things are doing good, because I don't know. I saw a couple of things when I got home the other day. We went and checked on the peaches and some clematis that was out front. And then the next day we had the solar eclipse. And then the last couple days we just have had horrible rains down here in the south. Yesterday we were having tornadoes maybe 30 minutes away from me, so I stayed my booty inside. Was not playing that weather game. We had horrible weather, all sorts of hail warnings, flash flood warnings, tornado warnings. We had all the warnings. So I took their warning seriously and stayed inside. But now, as you see, it's lovely outside. It was actually in the 50s this morning. I could not believe it. But anyway, let's go see what we can find. Alright, first off, here's a little wildish area. We have some wild hibiscus right here. This isn't wild. This was planted, I don't know, 15 years ago. This is elephant ears. They were coming up, but they have probably quadrupled in the week I was gone. And all of this, Seven Sisters, did not look like this. Y'all, it's put buds on, it's bloomed, it's going crazy. Let's see if I can get you in close. They're, I don't know, golf ball size little flowers, but they have a whole bunch of little flowers all together in little clusters. So they're really pretty. And I've given up trying to get these out of here because they were probably growing 50 feet in every direction when we moved into this house. I chopped it back to nothing, and it will just not die. So if you want to get this plant, this is a plant that so far nothing will kill it. And if that's what you're looking for, that's perfect. If not, you will be fighting it as a pest. We try to keep it back to just this little fence line right here and keep it from growing out that way. But as you see, already some of it's touching the ground. But anyway, let's go see some more lovelies. Okay, here is my seedling table. All looks pretty good. I'm sure most of this needs to be planted out. I've got peppers in here, all my peppers. I had maybe one set of bushing cucumbers that are out. I don't have any of that out. I don't have any squash out. These are my tomatoes for the year. I think I planted them in January, and they're just kind of going slowly here. But my tomatillos are trying to flower. They're not supposed to be doing that. So I've definitely got to get those out. My roselle hibiscus have absolutely got to get some help. My little sweet potato, well, little big sweet potato is definitely doing its thing. I still have things from the plant trade that I need to plant out. There's some sage, and it is absolutely going wild. So I'm excited about that. I need to harvest that and get it drying so much to do. This is going to really help me take note of what I need to get caught up on as well, and kind of be a little mini tour for April. Don't know how good you'll be able to see this, but this is my moringa tree, and it's just a little over 6 foot tall, and the leaves are like multivitamins. If you draw them, you can put them in capsules, things like that. This is my toothache plant, and it is trying to crawl out of the pot. But you can see those little things. I'll probably try to show you all a little bit more about what I'm going to do with those soon. But they've got just little buds. Those are the actual flowers all over the place. My papayas are looking pretty good. There's an old leaf there that's ready to come off. I don't see any buds. I do have 4 of these, and y'all look, this poor bunny cage. We need to move it. Got weeds growing out the top of it, y'all. That's just crazy. Did y'all get to see the solar eclipse? That was pretty cool. We weren't in totality, but we did come out and look at it. Remember seeing it when I was a kid. It was pretty awesome. Here's my lovely collection of plumeria. I do know that one needs to be put into a different pot. And looks like we have flower spikes coming out. Super excited about that. I've got a few things planted over there. I don't really remember. Let's go have a look. Looks like the chickens knocked some tags around, but I put this little cage over it so they wouldn't be able to dig stuff out. Hollyhock is in there. Chicory is in there. And Hollyhock Carnival. So a few different things. I've left these pots open for maybe some cherry tomatoes, and I do have something going on Saturday that might make these not necessary. I'll have to show you what I get. And I don't remember how to say this. Gonzina Sunshine. I think these look like our wildflowers here. Oh, look! The purple orich is growing. I sure hope y'all can see that. I've got a tomato cage around it. But that is so cool. Purple orich. And then I have a lot of slow bolt cilantro, and it looks like we have some holly as well. We don't need that holly in there. So weed pressure is going to be massive. And then this just has a bunch of zinnias. I do see I have a few taro that survived the chickens. There was one with a leaf. It came up. The chickens got in here and took a bath and destroyed it. So I'm glad to see I at least have a few. That's my mother plant that I thought I killed in the freeze 2 years ago. And it is surprising the heck out of me. Let's go look at the quote-unquote rose garden too. Lovely, lovely irises coming up. Just love it. There's a 4 o'clock growing up in that as well. And they do spread, so watch out for that. My lover got me this milk jug thing, so I need to figure out how to make it not a mosquito trap. I'll probably have to drill the top and the bottom. Got a few more 4 o'clocks popping up, some more irises. That is a ground orchid right here amongst all the crazy weeds. And I have no idea what that is. I don't know. No idea, but it definitely looks like something I planted. More 4 o'clocks. The lilies are massive. And then Sister's roses have bloomed multiple times while we were gone. Looks like 5 times while we were gone. We have lovely buds. And there's a bug on this that I don't know what it is. Ew, I think that's that Japanese beetle. We're just going to send him on his way. these lilies are probably 4 foot tall. I planted these right when we got the property. Made this. This was one of the first beds I made. 2007 we got this property. So they've been here a long time doing their thing. I can't see my camera, y'all. There we go. For some reason, this fool is following me around the yard. You should have seen it. We all laughed so hard. We came out to check on everybody, and these chickens were far on the other side of the yard, and I just came out and called them. They all come running. Sister thought that was the most funniest thing ever. They just looked so funny, like little chicken torpedoes running to see what was happening. While we were gone, we got on some Wi-Fi and logged into our Ring camera, and I was like calling for the cats out back. Guess who came running? This guy. So that was highly amusing. He was staring at the camera, wondering where we were with his snacks. But anyway, he's very amusing. All of this is garlic that we didn't find to pull up last year. So we will have to dig that up. But this is the one with the bud. I don't think I want it to go to seed, so I'm going to take that off. And I really just can't imagine. It might be elephant. Hell, it might be onion. Back here it might be onion. I know I planted some onion over here. And some garlic here. So I would say that one was onion. So we're going to watch that. Maybe I'll go try to spoon around it a little bit more. Let me go do that. If y'all know a good variety that can handle growing here, aside from Vidalia. I've tried Vidalia. Those might be Vidalia. The chickens kicked them out, so I can't really give a fair shot for those. We're going to try clipping the chickens' wings, because everything else isn't working. We've tried it before, and they still got out. But we're going to try it again. Otherwise, we're going to get another shade cell, and hopefully that would deter them. But anyway, I spooned that onion. It's definitely onion. Let's go look at the raised beds, and then we'll call it done for today. We'll just make it a super short video because I wanted to say hi to everybody. And we had a great trip, and I missed making videos for you guys. This, I think the bees, oh yeah, there's 2 right there, have been living it up in my yard because I never harvest my radish. And the bees are absolutely loving all the flowers. And I can see there's quite a lot going on in here. Oh my gosh, y'all. You see this basket hanging off? That was to keep the chickens out. Do you think it kept the chickens out? No, I would say not. Oh my gosh. Oh, I hope y'all can see that. That is the biggest daggone carrot I've ever grown before in my life. And I don't even know if it's gone to seed. It looks like it's starting to. Holy moly, there's a little split. I'm gonna have to get in here and see what we got. Aside from a dozen eggs. Definitely a dozen. Look at that! I don't even know what variety it is. I'll see if I can find tags. Ooh, I mean, I was just in time, look. Just in time for that. So, I need to come back out with a basket, get the eggs, figure out. I mean, that's enough to roast. That's a massive carrot. I'm still gonna try it. I'm still gonna eat it because I've never grown one that daggone big. Y'all, I really tried to run around and get everything sorted before I left, but there was really just too much to get done. And there's still a lot. I don't know if I'll ever catch up, but hey, it is what it is. I had a wonderful time. I definitely would do it again. Just hopefully not this time of year. I got a little distracted over here because I've got Rio Grande cherry here, and then I have a strawberry guava here. Do you see what I see? I think we might be getting our first strawberry guava fruit. I've had that plant 2, maybe 3 years, and it is just loaded with fruit. I'm tickled pink. And this is just a whole bunch of plants. I either don't know where I want to put them yet, or I'm getting them to be a little bit bigger before I plant them out. And this is the Aswad eggplant, and I overwintered it successfully in this cloth bag. And then I've got a whole bunch of gladiolas that have just shot up while I was gone. Now we're going to take a look down this bed real quick. Y'all, I just know there's turnips in here. Hopefully a few more carrots. We might have roasted vegetables for dinner tonight. I don't even know. Try to walk carefully around the flowers and not upset all the bees. Oh, look. That's my first ever calendula. Look how many bees. I'm literally standing in a swarm of bees with all these radish flowers around me. These radishes were probably 8-9 foot tall in this bed when we got home, but the wind knocked them all over, so they're all draped that way. Let's see if we can see the radish. I can see it. I don't know if you can. That's a hunkin' radish for sure. So we will leave those in there until I get out here. I think I'm going to plant my peppers out here. And then here's some 3-foot tall lettuce, which surprisingly has not gone to seed. Those are even bigger. Jeez. Let me give you a long shot of where I am. Peas are going up that way. Those are all going to have to get ripped out. I don't really like how big these got. They were starting to produce right before we left, so they're huge now. I'll show you. But it looks like we need to go through and have a bunch of salad tonight. And there's a yellow jacket on that as well. And let me show you just how big the peas are. Well, there we are. I know Sister's been coming out here eating them. So we have ginormous peas. We'll go through and take what we can off of here. But really, it's helped my garden with nutrients. And maybe I'll do a little chop and drop in there as well. But you can see these cages helped with the chickens until they realized I had dino kill in there. And I also need to see if this is the purple bok choy. I'm pretty sure it is because I really want to collect the seeds, but this is wild. Wild, jungle wild going on here that I need to sort out and get a whole bunch of trellising cucumbers to go in there, I believe. Hopefully it's not too late. Sometimes here, April can still be too late. And I really need to get this tomato bed sorted out. I need to put that manure, those bags of manure along here, and all of this weeded out and get my tomatoes in. So, like I said, behind. This is the view from this bed, just straight over here. We were at the front. I don't know if I've shown y'all on video yet, but I harvested a lot of celery and they're growing back. It looks like I have outwitted the chickens a little bit to get some collards, and there's still quite a few of the dino kale over here as well. Those random mustard making lovely bee food. I don't even remember what all's in here. There's celery. I know I was leaving some of this for seed. Ooh, I have Let's see if we can find one. Oh, it's ready. It's ready. Can you see? Can you see? I sure hope you can see. Kohlrabi. Absolutely love this plant. Looks like a little alien plant. We love this plant. So I tried to grow more. Looks like there's a couple, but this one is the biggest. It's right about baseball size. You don't want them to go any bigger than that, so I've lucked out on that. I have got leeks spread out through in here as well. Looks like they're going to be ready to harvest soon. This one at least. And then y'all, oh, let me go around. Here, I'll show you my little bromeliad with a ton of babies first. Cute, cute. More kale. We don't even care about the kale right now because I've got to go show you what's over here. Y'all, look. Who knows what this is? Y'all pause it. Go down in the comments. Tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Do you remember? Were you with me last year when I grew this? Even though people around here were told by the master gardener it will not grow here. Chamomile. I'm so excited. I love to make herbal teas. And I definitely wanted this one. I am so happy. Look at all the blooms. So some of these I need to come and harvest. And then look forward to all the ones down here too. There's even some this way, y'all. I can't believe it. I'm so excited. They are huge. Oh, so much to harvest. Lots of kale. I need to go through here. There's some beet. I can't even see if I have beetroot because I have this cage over it to protect it from them. Silly birds. Tons and tons of kale. I guess they just didn't like that one. And then here's all the mustard seed. Y'all, does anybody need some mustard seed? Because I know where to find it. There's a few. There's a few pods here. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with it because I never even did anything with the mustard. It has just been for the pollinators. Because I still had mustard from last year and I thought I was planting a heading lettuce or a heading nappy cabbage type thing. I don't know. I don't know what happened there. Could have been me. Could have been the seed company. Who knows? This is really nice looking too. So I do definitely have a lot of food to harvest and put up. And I don't know if I'm going to take y'all along with me for that because I might just do like a mad dash and go through and harvest and then transplant out and then show y'all what I've done. Okay, so I'll quickly go show y'all our peaches, which is our first year to have peaches on this tree. I think this tree's only been in the ground 2 years. And it bloomed, but it never really grew any peaches last year. But this time, we might be doing pretty good. And we've not sprayed it with anything, and I believe he's only used organic fertilizer, so I don't know how big they're going to get. But if y'all have tips about that or what he should be doing, please let me know down in the comments as well, because we are very new to growing stone fruit, and we want to get good crop, good harvest, and looking for all the information we can have. Alright, let's go take a look. And the grass has gotten a little scary too. And we do have venomous snakes here, so I take my sweet time coming through here. But look at all the peaches. Peaches for you. You can see out there the magnolias are blooming too. So my greenhouse is here, and then we have the 4 trees in one hole. The 4th tree died, but this tree over here is also blooming. So we're hoping to get a crop out of that as well. And I have no idea if the tree on the other side of this is still good because I can't really see it through all of this. So we might just have 2 peach trees here now instead of the plums. So we'll end up finding a good variety for that. I'm going to try not to give you a bunch of shadow. But look, they are a decent size right now. They're not squishy. We do have lots of critters around here. Ooh, and I see something I don't want on there. That leaf-footed bug. They definitely will tear up my crop. But they are weighted down to the ground. We really probably should get these off the ground. Let me see if I can find something to sort that. Okay, so I just ran and got just a little wood box thing that I found just to prop it up off the ground. And I could see a ton of ones that it actually did drop. It probably dropped double. So it really tried to grow double of this year. I'm glad it will drop and do what it can handle, which I still don't know if it can handle this much. Found this one. Since I kind of yanked it around, I really want to taste it. See what we're working with. Make sure there's nothing crawling on it. Wow. Very peachy. Not really sweet, which I expected. I'm sure it's not quite ripe. Do they ripe? I guess they ripe off the stem. Now let me know, should we pick what we have that looks about this size? They're tiny. It's not sour. Not sour at all. Very peachy. It's not very firm, like a tough meat. So I feel like it's super close to being ready. But it's got good flavor. I would just look for a little bit more sweetness than it has. So y'all hit me up with all your tips. But anyway, I do have more things out front that I could show you. But I'd rather get this edited and get it out to you. Because I also have work tomorrow. And until next time, love you all. Goodbye.